That's a promising chapter title.
I don't even know what the chapter title is yet. All right, here we go. And we are live. Or something like that.
Close to live. Close enough.
Nah, we're live. We're good. We'll get out of here. All right, so I'm gonna, before I even start this chapter though, let me actually post this on Twitter.
So we live.
Yeah, we live. I'm opening up the chapter as it's 8 days. Am I tripping or is that weird?
8 days.
8 days for the. It says 8 days until the next chapter release. That means it's coming out on Monday.
Yeah, that's weird.
Okay.
No, that's just fitting. 7 days would be Saturday, right?
No, it's always 7 days because it's a whole week again. Like
yeah.
So it's 7 days. Oh, but all right. Well, let's get started. Hello, people.
First off, this color page, though. This color page. I don't even know.
It feels so good.
Love it.
I don't know what we did to deserve it, but I appreciate it.
I mean, and then we get another one next week, man. And then we get in the poll, so we get like 2 more color pages.
It's a really weird mix of just really dopey faces, really troll faces like your Kaminari.
Hey, hold up.
Just normal faces.
All right, so I just turned to page 1.
I was talking to Ian about it. It's like I feel like a culmination of the end of an era.
It is the end of an era.
Yeah, I mean,
it's literally about to be villain season. Like in story, it's villain season.
You know, it's funny. It's something about that. No, I'm waiting till you finish because it's like a panel in there that like kind of like caters to that. Like it's ominous, but I'm gonna let you get to it. You'll know which one it is.
You already read?
East always read. Eads is a crackhead secretly.
No, I read scans. Scans people aren't crackheads because everybody's reading.
Sorry,
spoiler people aren't crackheads.
They're heroin addicts. My bad.
Thank you.
There, that should do it. Okay, so we got Juzo pulling up. Quick, we need to go now. He's practically honest, Tokage. You think Monoma's group is okay, Tokage? Look, I'm worried too, but we've got our own problems. Yeah, having to straight up be the eyes and watch it come. That's not a role I envy. Blue Fire was coming off his back, so that must mean the League of Villains is with him. Man, you got the whole squad. Kirishima, Mina, Sugar, Sato's going in. Tattoos pulled up. All right. Let's see. Yep, Kurohito. All right. Dark Shadow might show up halfway through this confrontation. Maybe. Ordinarily, this sedative would be administered via injection. We got a boogie, come on. But for someone of his size, he would require 30 liters of the solution. Plus, there's no opening to give him an injection because he's constantly on the move. Instead, we'll try to give him an oral dose. A single vial's worth should prove effective since it's undiluted. So you're saying if any one of us can toss it into his mouth, he'll be sedated. Midnight's still alive, right? Of course. She's still got plenty to teach us back at school. See,
that's the panel. That's the panel I'm talking about. The ominous one.
See, like, it was already hard to see her getting out of that like position just because the dude had a gas mask to counter her quirk and she had just took a bunch of damage. And he had backup right there, but now
listen, I know she's dead. Like this is the one of the off-screen. Now it wasn't off-screen, but it was definitely that we didn't physically see, but we know of. Mm-hmm. That I don't mind. Like in the war, like this shit just like is like just happening. I don't mind this one because I know she went out like a G. The way she turned at the last second, I know she at least went out like a G.
This big boy's not stopping. Wake up, senpai. Loosen your grip so I can get back up.
Does she mean Kamui?
Yeah. So that means he is unconscious right now with that leg wrap.
Yeah.
Damn. I guess he's technically going plus ultra with that. Like.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. Got that.
Let's see more heroes and stuff scuffling. Oh, he's actually tripping. He's going down as planned. Right on target. Go. Forgive us our numbers advantage. Like that matters. Our prospects will be slim if he manages to stand up. Nap time, big guy. It's UA. Why are so many of them here? They got the sticky balls on his chin, bro. Mineta put his balls on his chin, bro.
Yes, sir.
it
They
is.
had to put in that work. I was waiting because we had a conversation about this before.
I mean, like, but he's got his balls on his chin, bro.
Hey, that's a big flex. Who else other than Awful One and Shigaraki can say I put balls on Makia's face? Who else can say that but those three people? Come on now.
Bro. He ain't have to.
Don't repeat it,
Horikoshi's a madman. He knew we would see that and know the joke. That's messed up.
Of course he knew.
We can't let the villains interfere. All right.
Now Kaminari.
Audio wave, multiple disc.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Kaminari is. I'm just looking forward to the next panels.
I think that's that's Jiro ears. Tasty.
Yeah, it's burnt.
Okay.
It's toasted good.
Got a disc on pretty much all of them. Those triggers will keep me from inflicting friendly. Oh. He nearly had us. That's the child who sucked up the electric attack at the villa. Unfortunately, now I've depleted my stock of seeds. Ah, shit, he's out of seeds.
And you see his new arm that he be talking about?
Yeah, he's got the bullets. Like, you can actually just straight up store stuff and pop it off. Let's go. Sleep well, damn it. We can't let him reach the city, man.
Everybody trying their hardest. Look, you got Sero, Mineta, Tokage, Momo, and you got the twin impact boy. I think that's him in the corner. Everybody gunning just to get the damn sedative in that nigga mouth, man.
Yeah.
And he smelled that shit.
Oh, that's Pony.
Literally blew these niggas away.
Mushroom. Sorry.
Oh, literally blew these niggas away.
Just by voice, right? Or by
no, he's literally
blowing. Yeah. Shit.
Don't put your balls on my chin, son.
You said I got something for your ass. You think I forgot? It's so good for everybody to get blown back except Ojiro and Mina. Even Kirishima's behind Mina, and he got his ass blown back. You see him slam into a rock.
Yeah, like everybody is bonus fire too. A quirk that transforms morale into physical energy. Another that renders him numb to pain. Is your arm okay? And a whole bunch more. All of these quirks help him last on the battlefield. It's just like Ujiko told us. This guy really is our guardian. Oh no, he's getting up. Ow, hot. We can't get close because of the flames. The fire cut off all shadows and my spores are burning up. Shroom, we're not done. I placed explosives deep under the softened ground. If he sinks even lower, we still stand a chance. Jesus. This guy's a pro at digging underground. Might even be faster that way, but that would surely kill us. He was likely ordered to bring us along, and since he's being held back because of us, he might actually be at a disadvantage right now. Hey, you sure you can afford a leisurely chat? League of Legends. Oh my God. Those kids were trying to cram something in his mouth. Open up, big fella. Open up and say, they must have a way to stop him. I trust in you little fledglings of UA. Oh, Mina, why are you trying to die? Oh no.
See, it feels so good that I don't have to hear a single word out anybody's mouth about my female cast no longer. And as his arc progresses, I just get more and more. We just get more and more. So beautiful. So is Mina season next chapter? You know how long we've been waiting on this shit?
And she's already an acid man. She is not playing around.
No, sir.
Which I can't, man, this is wild. Because, like, one of the things I like is that everything is still kind of blatantly futile. Like, it's like, nah, this isn't doing a lot to stop him. It's more over okay, they managed to get him stuck in the ground, and now everything else is just, all right, what are you guys doing? Oh, that's what you're doing. Okay, now stop that.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, it's
it's
funny.
like taking time to assess the situation. That is the only thing giving them a chance right now.
It's funny. Literally, this has all happened within like the span of like 30 seconds. That's being generous.
Yeah, like,
Because if he was getting there in 10 seconds prior to Mount, less than 10 seconds prior to Mount Lady stopping on him, and she barely held that nigga back as was. The most you can get him niggas like an extra 5 seconds, 10 seconds that made a difference to him getting to them. But essentially, he made that. This all happened in like 15 seconds, and he effectively just blew everybody away in like one shot, essentially.
yeah, like this is a really good way to like make it interesting while still letting Gigante Machia flex, because it's kind of obvious. It's very obvious they aren't like on his level, right?
Yeah.
But
and he's been held back because the league is on his back, so he can't go all out.
There he is.
And Horikoshi is straight up like, no. Because some of you dumbasses was talking about Redestro like I didn't show you his legs breaking. Let me have somebody in the story point out how the conditions are affecting the battle.
I'm telling you, he's heard stupid people in this shit. I'm telling you, he's heard these complaints over the years that niggas don't seem to comprehend simple stuff. So he just goes out his way to emphasize it.
Like he's just doing them a solid, you know. They need that expeditiously. So, man, all right. First off, I hate the fact that like Compress said he's out of weapons already. Just
I didn't even know that he was limited that way.
Well, I think he just had only so many things in his pockets in his
sure.
arm, like, you know.
Yeah.
But because now that means that if we get any fighting involving Compress, it's either going to be hand to hand or he's going to have to like disappear for like a chapter or two, then show up with like a tree in his pocket, like haha.
I mean, it doesn't mean I think that he's completely out of options. I mean, he can still turn people into these little compressed marbles, right? He's just out of stuff to throw at them in a way, right?
Yeah. So it's like he has to get in the touch range. That's what I'm saying. Like, but I guess if we start seeing Compress running around just tagging people literally, that could be fun, depending on how it's done.
I mean, he still can be useful. Like, depending on what they throw at him, he can literally seal it in a ball.
Yeah, I mean, he's very quick at it. He can put people and things into these little marbles just by touching them, apparently. So even if he's out of prepared stuff, it's not like he's now useless or has to go away and prepare new stuff. And
then they still got Toga, and they still got Spinner, and they still literally they still have people there to actually like go hand to hand. Because I don't know why people don't give Spinner enough credit, but this nigga got bodies. He's not a scrub.
But Spinner needs to get a power up. I'm sorry.
I mean, but he's perfectly fine. But I mean, in the grand scheme, but like he's perfectly fine. He's perfectly fine against normal people, honestly.
Yeah,
like,
sure.
He held his own thing.
I mean, just that he's now like next to Darby and Toga and Compress, who are like super useful, super great powers, and he's falling behind compared to them. Of course, if he just meets any random person, he can still hold his own.
The way I look at it is he held his own against Milady and what's the big one, Tiger?
He was fighting Mandalay.
Yeah, and he can go against heroes, so it's like heroes that don't have like super augmented like powers or stuff like that. So like the way I look at it is like, let's say he go against Dobby. If he's quick enough to dodge the flames and stuff, like he realistically has a chance against Dobby, because we've seen Dobby like not be able to finish people off if they are expecting it.
Not to mention, during MVA was emphasized that a lot of the soldiers were the strength of an average hero. So if you look at it that way, Spinner was out here cutting down hero after hero after hero, and we literally see him like casually just like knife tossing, like one shot somebody in the back of the neck. while like talking to other people about what's going on the battlefield. So like we see him kind of be above a good chunk of other heroes, especially because at the end of the day, he fought Gigantamakia during that.
He was in there at that time too. And that's one thing too. That's one thing about the Daika City incident. It's like I think people don't like give it credit how much it was a big ass on-screen massacre because it was a bunch of fodder people that you don't care about. But realistically, he was literally drawing a slaughter of a bunch of they may be villains now, but before they literally never harmed anyone. So essentially, they were killing a bunch of innocent people. Essentially, like in the terms of the law or eyes of morals, like he was killing a bunch of innocent people, like slaughter on screen. But it's like he was really putting in a lot of work against these people and shit. Like I was actually astonished. Like and like think how hard it is to fight one person. Now imagine fighting multiple people and the shit they was like rereading NBA. They was like dodging fucking rocket launchers from rooftops left and right, running through the city, like killing niggas left and right. Like that's a hard feat to accomplish.
You literally had a dude on top of a building throwing a car at Shigaraki, if I remember right.
Yeah, that's like as soon as that shit started.
So it's like they all had to have like some serious presence of mind on the battlefield and respond to everything accordingly. So if somebody gets close, like somebody like Ojiro, I think is getting diced. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know.
Oh, we don't. Since we don't. Oh, my fault. It's you.
No, I don't say I maybe I'm one of the few people that put a lot of stock in Ojiro's like combat abilities, like when it comes to like just hand-to-hand martial arts. Honestly, I don't think anyone in Class 1A beats him in hand-to-hand martial arts, just hand-to-hand martial arts.
Me and Rex are the same team. Wow, look at that.
So here's my thing is that I just don't see him like I'm more over see him getting finessed and getting stabbed by like an extra throwing knife into the leg or something like that. And then that costs him the match. Like that kind of like not like it's not because he's gonna get completely outclassed in skill. It's just gonna be like straight up somebody has knives and you don't, and when they get used correctly, they should.
How strong is this? How thick is this tail?
It's fucking strong, dog. It's strong as shit.
Can it knock back knives and stuff? Like can knives not penetrate it? Like
actually, I think.
We've seen Pony's horns stab it and like literally be stuck in it. So I think it comes down to the sharpness of the item plus the amount of force behind it.
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
Oh yeah, because you think of a throwing knife, it loses momentum as it keeps going. But Pony's continuously psychokinetically, like it's almost like Hawk. She's continuously putting force and probably more force as it's going through. So I'm pretty sure, compared to a knife, it wouldn't be the same, unless it was Toga throwing. That's a different story.
Well, I mean,
because some niggas just built different.
I think Toga or Spinner throwing a knife at you is the same level of you're probably getting stabbed.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, like in his case, because I'm depending on what you got to defend against it.
Oh, okay.
But since we on topic of League of Villains, I want to clarify something real quick too. I want to give some shout outs on Shine to Compress and Dobby. These niggas really been putting that side work this entire arc, left and right.
Even though people keep
yeah, Dobby's been doing work. Compressed too, yeah.
Man, that nigga Dobby trash. I don't care what nobody say. You'll always be trash.
Nah, shut up. It's funny because in any case, if the hero had beat a villain, but in the show, they end up becoming friends. But they didn't kill them. That would still be a W for the hero. But Dobby effectively outclassed Tokoyami and had them cornered back into a corner, and then he actually beat Hawks and rendered him incapacitated. Although he didn't get to kill him, he still won that match. But that nigga's clown. I mean, it's funny because it's the Dobby agenda, but until he gets his Toya reveal, it's still gonna be the Dobby a bum agenda. But it's still funny that him and Compressor putting in like ample amount of work right now. Just came in clutch about times his arc.
So it's Midnight dead?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Okay. Because she still has so much to teach for us at school. Like,
it was.
I was like, aha.
It was a bit on the nose, yeah.
Yeah. All right. If she's not dead, I'll be really surprised.
You niggas thought you had hope? Horikoshi 2020.
Well, Bro, watch Gasman's come back with the fucking midnight whip. I'm like, all right, bro. You ain't had to do all that now, man. That was just like, got me a souvenir. Start twirling that bitch. I got me a souvenir. I'm like, all right, now you know what?
That's all I want to see this arc. I just want to see the villains styling on the bummy heroes like Crust and Exless and taking their artifacts and like wearing them as trophies.
This nigga said, oh my God. Well, ain't nothing left to Crust, so you gonna go miles ahead. Forget about that.
Like, that's the one downside. We didn't get to like take anything from Crust, but you got Exless Kate. I mean, Exless did more than Crust for the squad.
Yeah, wow, that is a lie.
I can't believe this. Well, where BG? Yo, BG.
He ain't in here, man. That's a lie. That's a blatant lie.
Oh yeah. To all the fans that missed Dustin, man, he caught up in the studio, man. He doing good though. His birthday just passed. Was it yesterday?
Yeah, I sent him an invite just in case. He said he might, because I remember him saying that it was specifically for July. So like I sent him one just in case, but you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I know I just keep people updated because sometimes how it is. I know everybody got their favorite show or podcast, something like that. And then one of your favorite characters go missing, especially the tidbit where Rex, and that was like highlights of our stream. Niggas going back and forth. I know some people like, yo, niggas just drop out, or you start wondering what happened to people. Ian says he should be coming through today, hopefully. And Squid is out. He said he got a business meeting for work.
Squid worked for the Mafia, and we all know it.
Wait, Squid? I thought Squid was 12.
You think Squid be joking? Nah, he works for the actual Mafia.
Yeah, that nigga.
That's why he's got that weird sense of humor. I swear.
Yeah. He literally be going out of pocket.
His voice is so loud. I thought he was like 16, man.
Nah, he's like 18. He's like, man, this sucks. I'm 18 and I still sound like a kid.
I mean, 18 is still a kid. Anyway, I gotta go. Thanks for having me.
All right, say oh sweet Valkyrie.
Right.
You be safe.
So,
you too.
Boss says.
Oh, say it. Damn.
What?
I wanted you to talk about the Endeavor thing. I was gonna bring that up, but I can't say. You got to say because it's your thing.
Yeah,
so
I mean, it's something completely not connected to the chapter at all. I just had the idea last week that the reason Natsuo's and Endeavor's relationship is so rocky beyond just the abuse and the stuff that happened with Shoto and Toya and Rei is because Natsuo always cried when Endeavor came close to him as a baby because he's hypersensitive to heat. Because that's like the only thing we ever knew about Natsuo is that he's hypersensitive to heat. The one time Endeavor hugged him, he was like, it's so hot. Even beyond, he had caught up to the fact that Endeavor was holding him and pushed him away. It was the first thing he said after Endeavor hugged him, that it's so hot. So I'm sure that when Natsuo was a kid, Endeavor got close to him, like held him or whatever, Natsuo would cry.
Yeah. Damn, look at you. Big brain says.
I know, right? She sent me that shit. I was like, damn, I'm like, where am I? I had that meme on my face.
Of course, it's also like the whole abuse thing that absolutely justifies how Natsuo feels. But beyond that, it's like if you consider the difference between how Fuyumi reacts towards Endeavor and how Natsuo reacts towards Endeavor, there absolutely seems to be a thing that Natsuo seems to think more than any other kid, more than even Fuyumi, who also was considered a failure, that Endeavor doesn't care about them. And that might be because Endeavor just purposefully kept away from him because Natsuo always reacted badly when he was close because of the heat as a kid.
Yeah. That actually sounds like something Endeavor would have done too. Yeah,
I mean, it's probably a bit lazy because he never thought about any other way to get close to his son if he can't hold him. He was just, I can't hold him, so let's just stay away. I mean, he could have tried to find a different way to connect.
I can hear myself right now.
Wait, Panto, we can hear you. But Sayas got to real quick finish this.
Yeah, that's true. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you.
No, Sayas, keep going. Finish up.
Okay, I know. I hear myself.
Oh.
No, I just thought that because that Endeavor, he could have, of course, put more effort into connecting to his son in a different way after he realized he can't hug him. So it is still, he should have done more, but because he didn't care that much, I guess. So it doesn't excuse anything, but it just makes it a little bit more difficult for the family to get together, because I don't think Natsuo ever remembers a time where Endeavor showed any affection towards him, while for Yumi, I think does, even if she was also considered a failure.
Yeah, I think that's. I feel like you cracked it. I feel like that's.
Yeah, I mean, why would Horikoshi put so much effort onto repeatedly mentioning that Natsuo is sensitive to heat, right? Why would he, in the moment that Endeavor hugs his son, before Natsuo even kind of caught up to the fact that he's being hugged by his father and pushed him away, make it a specific point to mention that Natsuo now feels bad because it's so hot. Not because Endeavor is hugging him, not because he feels uncomfortable in the situation, but because it's hot.
Yeah. So like, because it's like an automatic. One, you look at the powers and it makes sense. Like if he's more spec all the way towards the eyesight, then he's not gonna be comfortable like with somebody who's always on fire around him. And then so like that's already the biology of quirks coming into play, but then you layer the extra stuff in there and it's like they were just forced apart. Quirk society all the way tearing apart the Todoroki family. We love to see it. Narratively.
Making it dramatic as humanly possible, right?
Very much. Choice. They are the Todoroki, so I mean, what can shit.
Well, anyway, gotta go. Thank you for listening.
You're welcome.
Course.
Yeah.
We love you, say yes.
Yes, sir. You know it.
Till next week, or if it's not next week, till in 8 days.
No,
yeah.
You funny. Yeah. You funny.
See ya.
See ya. Be safe.
Auf Wiedersehen.
All right, Ponzu, did you enjoy the chapter this week?
It was really quick. I don't know why. I just read it and it just came as like, yes, an easygoing chapter. I don't know why it was. I didn't feel the tension that I was feeling like the past weeks. Maybe just because we didn't get the chapter like the week before. So I'm still a little confused. That's why I'm still reading it. Just like rewatching the whole panels and the things here. Yeah, it's well drawn. The action is really. I felt it, the action and everything, but I don't know why. It's too easy for me, for the children doing like stuff like this. Everybody trying to help them. It's just too. I don't know why. It's just too easy. So yeah. How did you feel it for you guys? Because I couldn't hear. I couldn't. I was trying to fixing my mic because I was hearing you, but you couldn't hear me. So
sorry about it.
So yeah, I would like to know your own opinions because I'm really lost on this one.
So for me, like the thing about Juzo and like Mudman is that he's supposed to be like a really big deal.
Mm-hmm.
And so he kind of needed a moment like this where you see he managed to turn this entire huge area soft. That's like big enough to like, trick and trap Gigantomachia. Like he kind of needed a really huge feat to kind of back up all the recommended student hype. Like especially when you think back to like Momo, who even she was just like pulling out cannons, one shot in the big 0 pointers, like it was nothing. Shoto was just like freezing them. Like Mudman only really got that fight during joint training, so he needed something that was like a bigger feat. And the thing is that Gigantomachia isn't somebody that's like especially smart. So him just falling into a hole is something. It's very in character. So he can just like fall into a hole, and you see he's still getting out of it, and they're trying to like pull him back down into the hole, but he's already, pushing out, getting free.
Yeah, if I understand why, one of his quirks is put morale in physical strength.
Yeah, which
that shit fucking broken.
I know. This why.
Is it his morale or is it just morale in general in the area?
I'm pretty sure it's his morale. I'm pretty sure it would be his morale. I'm pretty sure.
And how he when he's looking for his master, imagine the strength that he can have then.
Yeah. Like you see, and it makes sense though too, because it's like how much bigger he fucking got when Shigaraki did tell that nigga, you know, hey, yo, wake up. And nigga was bigger than the entire mansion. It was like, he like, nigga fucking eyes started glowing and shit. And then he still got, and then the thing about this is whether the League of Villains, I feel like the League of Villains are just gonna fight the people off on their back, and he's just gonna pull out another quirk. Because he has Horikoshi set him up to have anything. He could do literally anything, and it wouldn't surprise me. And it wouldn't be, and Horikoshi never does ask for. So anything he do, it was already set up prior to. And they reiterate he still has a bunch more quirks. And you say like, and a few more quirks, a couple. I think it said still a shit ton more.
Yeah, I think he has like a defense quirk like Kirishima for his skin, because his skin becomes more rocky every time that he bigger that he becomes. Next to it, I don't know which ones, but he get the super force one because I think that he just punched like the air like all my like power. Because everybody was like flying away from his punch.
Yeah, it's more like My Villain Academia, where you see him like open, like they're like, "Yeah, you're open to an aerial attack," and then he was like just kind of like flipped his hand open, and all of a sudden a bunch of wind was flying everywhere.
Mm-hmm. And this definitely does put him in a favorable candidate match of All Might, the starter series All Might versus this nigga. This would mean this nigga could probably take the match.
I agree with that.
Because with his size and his endurance, and then he doesn't feel pain either. All Might would have to go super beyond plus ultra, and that probably wouldn't even like do that, because God knows what else the nigga could pull. And if he was fighting for All for One or Shigaraki, and this nigga just boosting more of his shit into like that, let's not even think like this nigga probably got some type of regeneration quirk too. Probably not the same hyper speed one, but he probably has something, because the way this nigga is built to sleep like a day and a half after not sleeping for like a whole week. Yeesh.
Or think about how, like, imagine him just having a recording of like Shigaraki or All for One's voice that was just like, win.
Mm-hmm.
Just like with how excited he can get off of being like, hey, Makia, come to me. Like, if his master's voice is like, I believe in you, you can win. Do this for me. Like, I feel like that would make, like Makia is kind of busted.
Fucking hell, boy. That shit is raw. Oh, I wish I had more people here so I could address this when I wanted to too. This is all of My Hero fandom. It's funny to have an agenda from time to time, but y'all niggas gonna need, I'm talking to all of My Hero fandom. Y'all niggas need to start canceling folks before they even do anything. You niggas out here canceling Ed Shot before this nigga even did a damn thing. That like, Ed Shot out the paint, he dead. Like, it's sometimes it's agenda, it's funny, but y'all niggas gonna start canceling everybody, because I do recall everybody said Miracle was dead as soon as she pulled up.
Wait, who the hell said Ed Shot died? Who the fuck said that?
I'm talking about like that he got the L already, like he out the paint. Like they talking about redestro from the wipe the floor this thing already, because he had a little trouble.
Some people say this, but it was like on one YouTube channel, and there were like 4 talking about it. So
yeah, like niggas are like so quick. Like it's fun. Like when it's agenda, like for somebody that's already pre-established, that's fun. That's cool. But these niggas be quick as fuck to cancel anybody that look like they in a little bit of a rocky situation. And my thing is like, I clearly remember everybody counting Miracle out as soon as she pulled up the first time. Like she did, but now everybody's shaking their ass for her. So
what about then what do you think about the Midnight situation?
Well, the Midnight situation is a little bit different. It's in that she was crippled, she fell to the ground, and then she had a bunch of niggas on her back. But Ed Shot is a top 10 pro hero, and niggas think he just got one attack or some shit like that, or he died just because he said, you little trouble, or he didn't take out a redestro already that he can't do anything, and he's about to get folded. That was a little bit. I mean, they just started their matchup. If you started like Endeavor and High End, you just look at them like Endeavor get attacked with the scar, you're gonna think Endeavor finna lose, right? Already. But I mean, like, these niggas didn't even start a real battle yet. It's just a scuffle. But niggas said he already caught the L.
The thing I will say is that there's a chance Ed Shot can't pierce the Hulk like flesh that Redestro has, because if you remember, like the decay, it took a while, and he just like kind of flicked Shigaraki to stop him from decaying his finger. It's like he gets some kind of weird armor on him.
I mean, so, he do got backup, and there are openings too. And I'm pretty sure he just don't got one like, let me poke you move. I'm pretty sure it's like some other techniques. I'm like, I'm pretty sure everybody got some up their sleeve.
We've seen him use like different kicks and stuff. So like in the All For One fight for the anime, at least they like added some extra, like, you know, him using his folded body to get range on attacks and stuff.
Yeah.
So like, but the thing is that if they're all or mostly primarily slashing attacks, that it could just be like one of those quirk matchup things where just the nature of the quirks makes it so that the matchup is bad. Because I don't think Edshot is going to get like his ass beat, but I do think that he might have a really hard time actually getting through dudes' bodies because of how beefy and like huge he is. Because he's got some feats that put him in like the top 10 of the verse, honestly, like as far as Redestro goes. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Nerfed Redestro was doing so. Like that's like the other thing is that even if Edshot loses to like Redestro, that says nothing bad about Edshot.
No, Edshot has the power to. Yeah, he's like an assassin. He's quirky. He's assassin like this. You just have to hit one time good, and you're off of the rails. So power scaling him is difficult. He's more about speed and precision. So he's not like All Might or Endeavor. This guy is literally even against All Might or he can have always his chances because he can just pass through your heart. If he really wants to. Yeah. He's definitely up there for me as a hero.
Yeah, I mean he got top 3 designs in the series altogether.
Yeah, man. And I always predicted that he would Mineta would have an internship in his for him. I always thought this, and it happened. So I'm really happy. What? What?
Why you thought Mineta would have an internship with Edshot?
Yeah, because the design of Mineta is like a ninja-like design, and I always thought that Mineta, with his work, he need to be a technical hero. Just if he learned like ninjutsu, something like this, to learn to use his bow with his body appropriately. And I always thought that the guy who can show him the way was Edshot. And yeah, it just happened that he works for Headshot right now, like I always thought he must have. So yeah, I hope that's a great evolution for Mineta from his for later.
The diaper ninja.
Sorry?
The diaper ninja.
I didn't understand what you said, really.
The diaper, like babies wear diapers.
Yeah, lol, but it will change with time. Right now he's just baby. He's just a baby who likes girls, you know? With time, he will grow. He will have his own style, ninja style. The way that he masks his face and everything. I always thought that his power is really like a sneak. It is not lethal, but it is more like it can be as lethal, but it is not lethal directly. His quirk. But it is really a quirk that you can use for one ball can change. One of his ball can change the whole fight like aspect. So yeah, if it's used properly. So yeah, it's really I really like his quirk, the possibilities of the quirk of Mineta.
All right, real quick. Somebody said, "What if Mina's the traitor and she sedates Mount Lady instead?" How y'all feel about that?
Man, watch out. Watch out.
That would be the greatest plot twist right there.
Yeah, really. It is if it really happened, it was really the biggest plot twist ever.
I'd fucking love that because that'd actually be a good traitor reveal.
Yes, because with this we can always think about it that she was the first one to come in contact with Gendo Makia. So
part of the thing for me is that if you look at what Kirishima's arc has always been about, it's been like he's like, oh yeah, I'm that guy that like is the friendly one, and I'm in the office, and people love to unite it with me, and like he's like, I've always got that. I'm that wall that doesn't break, and he's always about breaking up wills. Specifically, having Mina be a traitor to UA would be one of the most like heartbreaking experiences for.
Yes,
because he started his like whole journey because of her, essentially.
Right. Yeah. So he would be sitting there like having known that somebody that was an inspiration to him when he was younger, someone who he always saw as like superior to him, and then like he's got to deal with the fact that that person's a villain. You were still struggling to keep up with somebody who was on the wrong team, buddy.
Yeah, and like Mina's one of the few people that actually knows how Kirishima is as a person, like really. Like, because I think a lot of people, even in the class now, still see him as like the confident person, and I think like Bakugo, maybe Bakugo, Mina, and maybe I want to say Kaminari, are like the few people that knows Kirishima for like who he actually is.
I was actually gonna say that what is it? It's also the fact that for many of the people guesses people have of who the traitor is, nobody would give a fuck. I think many people would care about this because it's like because everybody keeps trying to say it's like Hagakure. I couldn't tell you one person who would care if it was Hagakure.
That's what you're saying now.
I can't care even if you
wait, where is she at?
No, she's
right there.
She's invisible, girl. She's invisible.
Like Hagakure, I wouldn't give a fuck. I don't care what you do with that fucking reveal. It's like I don't care about her character. You haven't given me a reason to like her. So even if she turned, I don't lose anything by her being a traitor.
Yep.
That's what you're not seeing. You're not seeing the 3 steps ahead. You don't care about her trading her friends. You care about her. You don't care about her actions and what she's doing. Her fading somebody in class 1A. You see Horikoshi 3 steps ahead of the game, and all times fuck with you, dog.
I was like,
Lily just want to fuck with you real quick.
I can't see how anybody would give a fuck about that. It's like Mina, on the other hand, Mina went. I love Mina. I love her to death. So I'm like, if she turned, I actually be fucked up by that.
Yes, I love that. It will fuck me up because it is like my favorite female character in the story. As for the students, she's really my favorite.
It would make sense. It would be like it would make sense too because of the fact that she's always been perfect.
Yes, really, that's true. She has also the skills like with her just like she's trained like physically, her breakdance skills and everything, she used that in fights too. She got the great athleticism really she get the skills to survive like outside of school. So like everybody there in the class, to just start training just their crowd, but she has like the body, the physical training, everything that the villain will mostly do, just like just to survive it, to use 100% of your abilities, and she has that too. That would be really scary, man.
Man, I'm trying to figure out how the hell, it took about all of 10 minutes. And now the whole damn My Hero fan is like, damn, Mina the traitor. It's kind of the GOAT theory. Well, I ain't heard that about one time before. Now, but now the entire fandom's gonna be on it because it sounds legit.
Look,
man, if I heard this next week, I will be crushed. But after you're crushed.
I think it's an interesting possibility. I'm not.
Yeah. I'm not gonna hold Horikoshi to that. But it's like,
me either.
I'd be fucking with it. I'd fuck with it. But yeah.
At this point, it doesn't matter who the traitor is. I'm gonna like it regardless. I just know.
So some people are saying that they feel like Toga was looking at the traitor, and
nah. I mean, it's understandable, but bless you. I mean, it's understandable to think that, but she was definitely more concerned about Deku and Ochiko when they said the UA kids.
And also, I think that she just has it's weird, but I think she has a soft spot in her heart for the UA kids.
Who are you talking about?
She was about to fade Froppy. You sure? I think she about to fade Froppy.
She wasn't.
Mount Lady. What we are talking about?
We talking about Toga.
And she has a soft spot for the UA kids. And also, I think it's just like Toga thought that the adults were responsible for this, and now it's kind of like the kids are a part of it too, because of Twice's death. I think that's also a part. So I think it's also, one, she has a soft spot for the kids, and two, the kids are a part of something that she didn't think they would be a part of.
I think that's more along the lines of Davi thinking. Right? I know Davi has a soft spot for the kids.
What?
Yes, Davi definitely has a softer spot for the kids. All right, you mean tell me? So you mean tell me that he just didn't try to talk to Tokuyama?
That was him just trying to not like get his quirk, like that was his strategy.
Right, that nigga definitely has a soft spot for the kid. For somebody that detests heroes as much as he does, bringing up the next generation. Hell no. So you try to look at me crazy, but then you said Toga does. Toga only cares about so few people.
When I say
she's more sick in the head than Davi.
Yep. And don't forget, when she likes people, she wants to beat them, so she wants to kill them, dude. So yeah. So
anybody not in that realm of like you being obsessed with her, I'm pretty sure she would not give a two damns about it, because she was definitely probably about to get out the paint. Yeah, Ochako didn't go save her ass.
Nah, I don't think so. She tried to use Sue's nickname.
She was trying to be Sue's friend.
Yeah.
She was also trying to kill her. Hello.
She wasn't.
Yeah, in her own friendly way.
Yeah, I think you're not helping, bro.
Hey,
I really don't think Toga had planned on killing any of the students.
Toga has her own definition of friendship. So like maybe she stabs you a couple times, maybe she drinks your blood, but like it's all love.
You drink my blood, I don't care.
Damn, bro. Okay, that quirk teaching thing there that she did really fucked her up more.
What, you mean the court canceling?
Yes. Oh, bro. Because when you battle things in life, when they blast in one time, you do weird things. And she just killed that dude that looked like Deku. She just killed him and began to drink his blood.
I don't think she killed him.
She killed him, my nigga.
That nigga, who can't even say that? Because that nigga was faded on the ground with his blood getting sucked.
Bro, she took a knife. She took a knife. She stabbed him in like hell, and she drank his blood. What are you expecting from this?
I don't know.
We're not in One Piece, man. We are not in One Piece.
I don't think she intentionally killed the nigga, but I'm pretty sure he died as a result. I would be concerned if he did.
I don't know too many people who could live through having their neck sliced open and having a straw stuck in it.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought so.
Y'all sure it was his neck?
I mean, regardless, you get stabbed somewhere, you can lose that much blood, you can bleed out and die.
Well, we don't know how much blood. I don't think
it's a puddle of blood beneath that man.
That woman
with her sucking that nigga blood out through a straw. He lost ample amount of blood. Regardless.
As you had to see her face, Ben. Please stop saying things like that she didn't kill people. She killed people for just to.
No. Okay, she kills people. Yes, she's psychotic. But I'm just saying, these couple of instances, I don't think she killed the student, because one, she would have been arrested immediately.
No, she ran away, bro.
She ran away. What you mean?
What you mean, bro?
She ran away from home afterwards.
Man, that girl kills people
after the incident.
Yeah, like they saw her, but they didn't catch her. She didn't go to jail. Because even if she didn't kill him, she still would have went to jail for doing that shit.
Yeah. Or
no. She escaped, man. Everybody tried to get her.
No. I'm saying the logic. If we use the logic that she wasn't arrested, then nigga, the same logic would apply if she killed him or not. She still would have been arrested for doing that shit.
Yeah, for assault, like with a deadly weapon.
So that's not the reason. That's not the reason.
Because he literally did from the entire everything after that fact. It's not like she was at home for a little bit and then she ran away after that. No, they was like, I don't know what the fuck happened. My daughter went crazy. Everybody talk about that. She after she disappeared after the shit and she was on the run. Curious was talking about it. You disappeared from home after that shit, like from your entire life, and you was on the run since then.
So y'all think it had? So y'all think the moment that happened after that she ran away?
Yes.
That moment.
Yeah. Why wouldn't she run away?
Yeah, bro.
That's dumb.
Bro,
No. Guys,
bro.
you get to respect. We get to respect her. She's fucking smart. She can analyze people. She can do really. So she knew at the moment that she let herself unchained and chain herself from her for all these problems that she had to run away. She's literally a person that you can live in our society with. That's the thing. She's harming people for love. This love for her. It is something that's really it doesn't work for us like this. When you love people, you care about them. You don't stab them with a knife, bro. She knew that. She was playing the whole game being like us for years, because she knew also that if she stabbed someone just to drink some blood because she wants to show love, people will look at her like, okay, this girl's not normal. She really knew that. So the day that she killed that guy, drink his blood, she knew that she had to run. Respect her. She's not dumb. She knew that.
So all I'm saying is I don't think she ran immediately after that.
Look,
I do.
You're thinking that she was waiting like people to look at her. Look at
me. No.
That her parents will protect her.
I said it before. If she would have, even if she didn't leave, like even if she didn't kill him, she had to have left at that moment, because otherwise she still would have been arrested either way. So It's like, so I'm like, I can't see that as evidence that she didn't kill him.
Also, we know Gentle almost killed 2 people and he didn't fucking get arrested.
No. There's a difference. He tried to do something. Right. He tried to help people, and he coincidentally caused an issue.
It doesn't matter in the law.
They got injured.
It does actually,
bro.
It does.
It actually does, bro. If I try to help a police officer and I get in his way and I end up causing injury to a police officer, they're not gonna charge me with fucking a fucking assault with a deadly weapon if I would try to stab somebody in the fucking throat. That's a difference.
Yeah, that's obstructing justice, not
like she literally assaulted this nigga with the weapon, stabbed this nigga in the throat or the body, and he's bled out and sucked his blood. So like, well, I mean, that's a complete difference.
Weaknesses.
Assault with a deadly weapon and like trying to play hero are just 2 very different things.
But the implications are whatever. Whatever. Y'all right. I'm done. Go ahead.
Bro, come on.
No, because it's like 5 of y'all talking at the same time. Just go ahead.
Oh my god.
I'm just trying to figure out like how like she doesn't go to jail right there. Like because I don't see her parents letting her back in the house either.
Shit, you with me in my house to be in a psychiatric ward.
That's what I'm saying. Like, where would she have gone? Like, she didn't have anybody she could go to. All of her friends would have been from her school.
Damn, y'all love y'all kids. That's crazy, man.
I love my kids. That's why he's going straight to a psychiatric ward.
Nah, take that motherfucker in the basement and bring her birds. bring her ass some birds and shit. Like, here, I got your favorite food. It could be like one of the horror movies. Like, don't step in the basement. You know, if niggas act creepy because they got a secret down in the basement. And like, it be they fucking like child, they psycho child and shit.
Why is that considered parental love over letting your kid go to a psych ward for 6 months?
You see how fucked up the system is. They don't care about nobody.
Nigga, if you chain your kid up in the basement and give him birds, I don't think you do either.
At least I can see it, man. They better have my girl locked up down in goddamn Tartar.
He's like, if anybody's gonna lock him up, it's gonna be me.
It's gonna be me. Hey, bro, I'm just gonna ask Aniki like hypothetical advice because you know his psyche analysis. I'm like, so Aniki, let's say you know I had a daughter, she went crazy, you know what I'm saying, and I start asking him all these questions, you know what I'm saying. He gonna break it down for me, and I'm gonna start using that knowledge to save my daughter myself.
Okay. I want to understand something. So you know that your kid is a psychopathic killer.
Yeah, a psychopath.
So, but you try to change something, or you just let
Hanzu,
her. Yeah.
Hanzu, what you have to understand is that I'm white, Ponzu, okay? First of all, my child is misunderstood. Nobody gets Brittany, okay? She's led a hard life unlike anybody else. Stupid ass. She get out of my house, man. No, I'm just fucking with you, dog, man.
No,
Man,
because
I had to bring sunlight to the stream. I'm just messing around, dog. Nah, she gotta go.
I know. But the thing about it is really important to talk about it, because it is something right now. If we consider this correctly in the My Hero Academia world, the parents of Toga try to help her by brainwashing her. That's what they try to. That's what they do in Quirk selling thing. They try to brainwashing her, but she couldn't resist her impulses, because it is like, it is her quirk. So it's just her body was asked to drink blood. It's just her body would just like a vampire. She need to drink blood.
So that's the thing that somebody mentioned in the comments. They're like, oh, like she could just not use her quirk, and it's like, no, that's not how it works. Your quirk literally just changes how you function. Like even before Shigaraki had access to decay, the whole reason he was itching and like scratching when he was getting irritated was because of decay. Yes. That was a byproduct of that's like a symptom of him having that quirk. So
yeah. Like, they didn't actually try to help her though. Like they just told her repress that shit.
Yeah, it was like bottle it up.
Repress that shit. But as a parent, you do this is in their head they were trying to help her, because it's not normal to see your kid drinking blood from a little bird.
Yeah. But I think that's more so like them, because if you read back what they said, they were more disgusted than anything. Like I think I see more disgust than concern, because like they was like, "That's some sick shit." And then the way she was looking too, I'm like, they felt more disgust than the concern, because honestly, that means you kind of have that quirk too. In some capacity, you have the blood quirk, right? So that means you should understand, like in some capacity, it's not like you a normal human being, and then like in real life, and then all of a sudden your child is a psychopath, and you don't have those genes. You should have some type of like understanding that like what quirks do, why she's like this, and you should take some actual precautions instead of that shit nasty. Don't be doing that shit and then brushing off the issue, which is later what will happen.
Well, it's weird because that means probably one of them probably has some sort of shape shifting quirk, and then something other one has something to do with their blood, but it probably has nothing to do with ingesting blood though. So so that's
damn.
Yeah, it probably has nothing to do with ingesting blood. Otherwise, they'd also crave blood.
But basic science still tells you like everybody knows
one of them had a quirk that had something to do with blood.
Yeah, so I mean, but basic science is like, okay, you combine this, and then like she has this. Maybe she has something wrong with her too, or something like that. To that degree, either you thought something was wrong with her, you should have took her to fucking like the actual counseling.
Well, that's the thing. I think what they thought, because like I said, I know they have something to do with blood, but I don't think they have to ingest it, so they don't have the craving for it. So I feel like they don't think that has nothing to do with their quirk, because they didn't have nothing to do with them. So I didn't happen to them. So it's like, nah, you just crazy. Just keep that shit down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like, if you think they're crazy, why don't you actually get them fucking help instead of just like ignoring the mental issue that's there?
Especially because
I think I spoke out of turn. I didn't mean to say crazy. I think they were just saying. I think to them they were thinking to themselves, "Nah, this shit. Nah, you just weird. Just."
Oh, okay. Like, yeah. That makes more sense. Like that's creepy.
Because like, here's my thing: is that you saw their house. Like, first off, anybody who like at their regular house has the full intercom system like built in to just like talk to you is decent enough financially, especially if they can do it in Japan.
But that's actually more of a reason why they wouldn't put her in a psych ward, because that probably mean they're probably a well-off family. And if you were in a well-off family and you got your kid going to a psych ward, how'd that make you look?
No, that's exactly why you do it, so that nobody like you, unless if you can't hide your kid, you make sure your kid goes to a psych ward.
Yeah, no. But I'm saying that's the thing though. That's what you want to do. But it's like, at least in fiction and in some cases in real life too, that's a bad look on them. It's like, damn, this prestigious family got this crazy ass bitch in their house. Nah. So that's why they probably wouldn't put her in a goddamn psych ward. I think that shit's gonna make them look bad. Yes. So it's like, no. So it's like, nah, keep that shit down.
And even in Japan, everybody has a mental illness is not recognized like this, So it's they would just try to hide it and everything, you know. So it is really a Japanese like way to act. If you see, I read some thread about how Japanese saw the mental illnesses. They really don't, they don't see it in really good way. Like, so it's not like here Belgium. If you get a mental illness, you will say, okay, we'll try to find someone in the psycho ward and everything, and you have your family in your on your who got your back, you know. But but there in Japan, there's something really else. So if you put your kid in a psycho ward, it will be like, okay, your family is like cursed and everything. So it's more like
my point was that they can afford it and didn't and chose not to, and that's part of what makes them even worse and more to blame.
Yes, but that is more a cultural thing. What they didn't they didn't do it because, like you said, BG, it will look them good, look them bad because like I said, it is more appearances. It is more cultural about appearances and everything in Japan. So yeah, your appearance is really important. How you look as people, as family, as clan. It's really important how you show to the people who you are. And if everybody knows that your kid is like crazy, oh man, oh.
All right, so one of the things though that I've been waiting to ask and bring up.
Hold on, can we? Where Rex at? Bring his ass back. I'm gonna be too quiet too long. Since we on the topic of mental illness, you never know what people got going on. That nigga gave up a little bit too quick on that last one. Because we had more heated arguments on this base, and that nigga was still fighting with every tooth and nail. so I'm trying to figure out where he at.
He's us for blood.
Nah, I'm just like concerned. Like this motherfucker get a little too quick. Like, you good? Nigga muted. I know you hear us, Rex.
No, he probably playing Ghost of Tsushima right now.
He beat it.
Oh damn!
He got all his trophies. I seen his last Twitch stream, so I need his ass pull it back up. But what was you saying, Anki?
Hold on. Sorry, random nerve pain. Okay, hold on. Bringing it together. All right, so y'all noticed Kaminari got fucked up, right?
Yep.
So my thing is, I don't think Hermesero should be relevant for the rest of the art.
Who?
Kaminari or Sero, because if you look where Giganto Maki is blowing,
he just punched them really hard.
Like, they don't have anywhere to go. And like Kaminari had already been hit with the rubble by Compress. So he got hit by Compress plus tagged by Mafia. So I don't think Kaminari is doing anything the rest of this arc. Or he shouldn't really be able to.
He tried to protect Judo. Judo will be in danger and Kaminari will interpose.
Didn't she get burned?
Yep.
She got burned. Oh damn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a small little panel where they sort of like her earlobe shit's got burned by Dobby.
Oh, bro, really?
She got toasted.
Yeah. Like, okay, right now I just
Good. Well, I'll just put it like this: I love Jiro. I don't know what the fuck she thought she was gonna do.
The students are suffering. That's nice. That's the most important thing, that the students are suffering. I just saw Invincible Girl. Damn.
I will say this. I'm glad I actually saw the context.
She's next to Mineta, just getting blown away by
Makia.
By Makia. You can see her gloves she's next to the Shroom girl.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I'm glad I actually didn't I'm glad I saw the context though, because I saw like a couple of leaks. I didn't see barely I saw anything this week, but I saw fucking like Mountain Lady like on top of fucking Maki, and I thought from what I saw just from that panel alone, I thought she like was able to push him to the ground. I was like, that's bullshit. Luckily that was not what happened.
That's why I don't read leaks.
Like I said, I actually tried not to read them this week, so I just came across that one. Oh, okay.
And even didn't read the online the non-official translations. I didn't read it too.
Just say scans.
I didn't read scans. I didn't read the scans this week.
I just read the official release this week of My Hero Academia.
I'm definitely reading scans next. I'm definitely reading scans next week. Fuck that. 8 days, nigga. 8 days? Nah.
Bruh, you waited longer for pussy.
You're damn right I have. You're damn right I have, and I'll do it. And I still, and what is it? I'm still more impatient about my Hero than I am for that.
I mean, there's a difference there, though. There's a complete difference there. You know, there's a lot of difference there.
But I really like the acid armor of Mina. Really, really nice done.
I know that shit either ain't gonna work or something else gonna happen. Like there ain't no reason for them to cliffhanger on that shit if it just works.
Yeah, he's doing a good job of creating that tension.
I think this makes me wonder what happens if you ingest Mina's acid, though.
Man, you look so. Normally,
I completely misheard. I completely misheard you.
Oh.
I dead ass thought he said, "What happens if you ingest Mina's ass?" I'm like, what?
Oh.
I was like, what the fuck? What's wrong with you?
No, wow. No, acid, bro.
Okay. I was like, what?
Because like I don't see a container in her hand, and no, I can see one now.
Yeah,
my thing is, like, how is it dealing with the acid? Like, what's the?
That's what I was thinking about. I'm like, what the fuck? Why you got that on?
I just want to take time out to point out how OP Momo is. That she printed out what we like 15 or 20 capsules in like fucking 5 seconds, and then
Don't forget the explosives.
Then she pulled out like at least what 4 or 5 big ass sticks of dynamite. I'm talking about packs too, because you can see it dropping from her chest. Them shits is like fucking packs of dynamite. That's got like 6 to 10 in each rack. So I'm like, damn, nigga. All that in a matter of like 10 seconds. God damn, nigga.
I didn't think about that actually. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
You know what that?
Yeah.
No. I'm not saying necessarily about that because that's a good feat for her because she's actually grown a lot. But what I'm referring to is because if they actually set off those explosions, well, it'll kill the league. It won't kill Makia. It'll kill the league, but it'll also kill Mount Lady and fucking Conway Woods too.
They did set off those explosions.
Oh, they set them off?
Yeah.
In the hole. When he fell through.
Oh, really? Weird.
Yeah.
He must be. He's hella dribbled. Fuck.
That's
why they would shoot rocket launchers at that nigga before, and that shit didn't do a damn thing to him.
Yeah, like literally they blew up his underbelly, and that's why his face managed to touch the ground, and he ended up with Mina's balls on his chin. But like, it didn't matter. Like the explosion didn't even go through his body and impact the league. They just like got rattled a little.
Oh man. This guy is just too OP, man.
Hey, they called it walking calamity for a reason, man.
What was that morale? What's that morale thing they showed?
That he boosted his morale into physical energy.
What does that mean?
So basically, like we were talking about earlier, if the two people that can agitate him are like, basically, if Shigaraki or All For One were to like boost his morale, say anything to him, give him a command, essentially like you've seen, his morale, like his energy or whatever, like I guess whatever you want to consider morale as, in whatever sense, it boosts into his physical energy. That's why he grows, he gets stronger essentially. But then the other quirks probably boosted that too. That's mainly why he grows more than anything.
So when his morale's up, he grows bigger.
Yeah, so just like how you seen it. Just like you seen before.
Not normally. You can use it for growing bigger, but it's more like he puts his morale becomes his strength. Like if if you're strong-willed, you become stronger. You know, you're more, and he is more like in an exponential way. So the punch that he just gave, he becomes unstoppable. He becomes numb for pain, and he just punch mountains out, man. So it is a scary power. It is just like the power from I forgot his name, the cake guy, Sugar Man. He eats sugar. Yeah.
Oh, mid. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's more like comparable for him, but it is more like morale without the backlash, I will say, because for the moment we don't know what is the after effect of this quirk. But yeah,
nothing. Absolutely nothing.
I wouldn't be shocked with what
nigga is a walking tank.
Yes.
Fucking Christ Almighty. That nigga could really fucking swap off one if he wanted to. No cap.
I would just like to say, but they also gave Dobby one of his obligatory really good panels.
Yes, as per usual. Horror coach love drawing that nigga. I'm telling you, he get that nigga the sickest panel. Top 5 sickest panels, like probably top 3 really. Him and Shigaraki go toe to toe. Like, of course Shigaraki got more, but they go toe to toe for the sickest panels in the series.
Well, of course Shiggy has more. Fucking of course he just started caring about this nigga Dobby.
Wow.
The cap on this app. Oh, I want to,
I want to not mess with your slander, so we can stay slander homies. Can't be messing out here.
Since we talking about caring about your characters and stuff like that later on, I want to talk about Jump in general. How these new age niggas really coming out the paint with not learning from their predecessors by having a fucking ending in mind. Like a lot of these newer series, they're setting like I see them setting up stuff for the series to go longer and like have end game stuff. Unlike the predecessors who just like write a few good arcs or like write a first part and they don't fall off on the second because they don't have it in mind.
I wish Yaiba and TPN could agree with you.
No, TPN had that. Them niggas had one of the greatest first arcs ever, as everybody always says. But of course, they fell off after that. And Yaiba, I don't know. I'm an anime only because she forbid me from fucking reading. He said you got to wait for the anime, so I had no choice. But
you know what? I'll say he told you he gave you good advice because fuck that manga.
That shit is some total mid. I'm not.
I mean, I knew what was happening in the last arc because them Yaiba niggas was going crazy with spoilers even after I muted them. It didn't matter.
You know what the crazy thing is though?
What?
Damn, man!
They just suddenly cease to exist.
You just blow them away.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like, I haven't seen nonstop Yaiba tweets in weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, they did cease to. I mean, the series over. What can you talk about,
bro? Nigga, Dragon Ball was over for 20 years and they were still talking about it.
I mean, they talking about the power scale.
Here's the thing. What I liked about Yaiba was the last chapter dropped, and it was like, as a collective, the majority of like the manga reading community was like, no.
I mean, that's fair.
Don't
and
spoil,
we just
man.
Like moved on.
We're not gonna spoil.
Because I was like in the beginning of the final battle, like so they like they were fighting all the temple, all the upper moons, yeah. So yeah, I know that it was the end, but when I heard it, the end was like I don't know how many chapters later too. I was thinking to myself, shit, man. How did she put it off?
Also, how do y'all feel about the idea of Mina getting swallowed and busting out of Makia's chest like Alien, seeing as her original name was going to be Alien Queen?
And you know, Horikoshi loved the Alien movies too. So if he were to pull that, I fucking die laughing, bro. That'd be funny shit. Cause I mean, Maki not gonna die, but that shit would be fucking hilarious if he really did do that shit.
What's he gonna do? Pop up from his back and then fucking start squaring up with the fucking league?
Shit, I don't know, bro.
At that point, I ain't scoring on nobody, nigga. I'm going with my life.
What I'm thinking about is because the only one who can really hurt her with her acid armor will be Dabby, because acid and fire that don't melt really well, I will say.
I mean, she busted through Dabby's flames right as we speaking, because she was the only person that could do that, other than Tetsu and Kirishima. But Kirishima got blown back into a rock, and I don't know where Tetsu at.
You said Kirishima got blown back?
Yeah, if you look at the panel where she's holding on, you can tell by their costumes that that's Kirishima that fell into a rock and he hit his head. I mean, of course he's not knocked out, but he still got blown back. If you look, at
in the mud.
Yeah. That's why he made that tweet.
Like snitched. He just like sneezed and then blow. Oh damn, the guy is really OP.
My Jose slander can continue. I'm good. I'm glad.
Wow. This man said the most important thing about this chapter is my personal agenda.
Yo, fall off my boy. That's my boy right there.
No, that Kirishima praise needs to be humbled.
I mean, he does. He slanders Koda like a good person though. So like,
he does slander Koda, but then he also slanders Todoroki too. So I'm gonna have to get on the Kirishima slander.
Damn, look at you.
As long as y'all don't slander Mirio, we good.
I don't slander Mirio.
Oh yeah, he do. Oh, never mind.
Oh yeah, he does.
Damn, I should just say that.
I don't slander Mirio. I just don't care about Mirio like that. So yeah.
I just need
hold up. Tanked is not the right word. Tanked is not the right word for what happened to Jiro after she got hit with Dabi's fire.
She just got her ears burned, literally.
Yeah, Tank would be like she just kept pushing through.
Huh? Tank? Who the fuck's it?
What?
I think we got trolled. We
got trolled. They got somebody over there laughing at their computer right now. Like, I got these dumb ass
niggas. Because Jiro, oof. She was hurting. That's why Kaminari thought he was finna do something.
Well, he can't. What kind of boyfriend look like?
If we think about this, because it is blue flames that she was burned with. Her ears were carbonized, man. Her ears were carbonized. She can use them. She can use them anymore, man.
You can't use them anymore.
She might not have them flash cooked that hard. Like,
let's talk about how OP. Let's talk about how like these kids got some physical abilities now. These niggas was leaping a good amount of feet up in the air. I mean, Ojiro already seen, but like once again, showed you the MVP, always carrying people. He was doing his scout reconnaissance, his analysis, and he was holding up. Like once again, literally carrying people. He had fucking Ayama. Ayama showed out too.
Yep.
Oh, don't remind me. Please don't remind me of Ojiro. That nigga jumped up and I never saw him again.
What? That nigga was in the building, but you capped on my boy once again.
No, I'm saying I didn't.
He was hanging on to a tree.
Yeah, he was one of the few people that didn't get blown back all the way.
Yes, he saw the thing coming. He saw the thing coming. So
I want him to justify his existence. That's all I need for him to do outside of a movie.
But
he still got washed.
But he's done more to his existence than Sato and Hakiguri have.
Out
of those three background, that nobody gives a fuck about, he's actually got more panels and more like thought put into him like than all those niggas. And at least he has some that joint training. The other two niggas ain't do shit.
Oh yeah, no. Sato's ass.
Sato had a little bit. I ain't gonna count.
Yeah, Sato did more. Well, Sato and Hagakure did some stuff in there. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna cap.
Not in joint training. Hell no.
She did. Yeah, she did. She did the light reflection.
Huh?
Oh, okay.
Hagakure did nothing. She just get captured.
No, she was beating up what's his name? Manga Fukudashi.
So Anaki.
No, it is nothing, man. Really, man. She got the quirk to be one of the best assassins of the world. She can use it like properly.
She was folding him.
Yeah, she was good.
But she was hitting like a girl, man. In place like to be technical, they put him like KO, man.
She was fighting like a girl.
I'm about to say a 4-year-old.
No, like just like Papa, like the moving of the arms, like just like.
It's the first match, BG. It's the first match.
Oh, it's the first match.
It's literally the first match.
I have that volume too. So
no, it's the second match. I'm tripping. It's the second match. I still have that
volume. So
okay.
Oh, man.
Go pull it up. She was over there, not like a girl. She was hitting like a fucking 4-year-old fight.
Yes, 4-year-old fight. Like it is not like you fight. She has the quirk. She gets the quirk to snap people's neck in the back, and she don't use it.
You want her to snap? You want her to snap their neck in a fucking
no, but to use like keys just to put them to sleep, something like this. She get the quirk to do this, and she never use it in a proper way. That's why I don't understand what Horikoshi is doing with her all the time.
She was hitting manga with an order. Like, what do you want from her?
I know you did that.
Stop with this, man. Stop with this.
Like, she was
full. She didn't even
throw a step outside.
Punch. She didn't even throw a good punch, man. She fought like people like we see in videos.
He couldn't even respond. He was just like, he was like, I can't do anything. I can't. Like, she was like folding this dude. He was like, I'm hopeless against her.
Just want to give her credit that she didn't deserve, man.
And then Kendo snuck up like, yeah. Just like, yes.
I don't know who more pitiful. I don't know who more pitiful in that argument.
The only character that I'm really who use her correctly with her body is Mina. You got Kendo, got Kendo, the Kendo girl, because she got big arms, so she used like Kempo and everything. So, and people like sometimes I don't understand. Some people they can use like martial arts or something like just to up the quirk, just to use it more effectively, but they don't do it. And I'm asking myself what they're gonna do, and what can be the other alternative, but. Up to now, I've seen nothing from Horikoshi.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. This nigga's papers folded. This nigga Manga Fukudashi, his fucking papers crumbled and shit.
Yeah, he was getting his ass beat.
Yeah, and he was knocked back too. He was still getting knocked back. The only reason she got stopped because Kendo grabbed her.
So I don't know who more pitiful at this point. It's probably got to give it fucking Manga Boy, because goddamn. If you getting folded like that, it's one thing.
But Manga Boy did the job. Manga just did the job.
That's my thing too. It's one thing if she actually had hands, it'd be different. Like, okay,
voila,
you got hands, but she over there fighting like a fucking 4-year-old.
Yes, she's punching a 4-year-old. She's punching him in all different directions: the face, the body, the arms.
But you see like a fight. No, she has to get the hands. She needs to get the hands. You are invisible. You get the hands.
Invisible. She was invincible. She was like, bop, 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 bop. and then like Kendo came up like, no, let me get in the way real quick.
That's kind of weird.
She just has to be. You just get to have the hands, and the character is well done in my eyes. We have to see literally a little bit of evolution in this. You get also.
What chapter was that?
I don't know.
What chapter was it? I'm on it right now. Hold on. Give me a sec.
Hitting people like 4-year-olds.
22. So that is
just because she's not buff doesn't mean she wasn't doing the right thing.
No. I didn't say that she's not buff. It's just like
I'm saying that's why
people tell like, oh, we went to internship and everything, and sometimes you expect something from them like a little bit, and you didn't get this.
That's chapter number what?
That's before she had a work study though. Like they didn't. She was one of the students that didn't get one.
Really?
Because she wasn't scouted like that at the sports festival, so she would have had like the internship, and then more than likely wouldn't have been able to get a work study during the overhaul arc. In fact, that's why they always make it a point to say the overstudy, the work study group, and they always call them the work study group, and they were specifically referring to. You could have seen it when they were getting the extra lessons. Deku, Ochako, Su, Kirishima, and Tokoyami.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it wasn't like the whole class wasn't even having a work study necessarily.
Yeah. Okay, but Tokoyami, he's becoming buff. From what I'm seeing from last chapter, his evolution of his body is really apparent.
Yeah, I'm just saying Hagakure didn't have a work study back then, so she doesn't have as much opportunity as the other ones have had for improvement.
Okay, that's good to hear this.
All right. Excuse me, Hakeguri fans. She was actually putting that work to Manga Boy. All right. So excuse me, all the Hakeguri fans, especially my boy BG, one of the biggest Hakeguri fans I know.
Oh my God. I'm not a fan of her. I'm not a fan of her.
I just put the link on the chat so I can see the chapter because I'm really curious myself.
Let me screenshot it real quick.
Yeah, no, it's just I want to give people credit when it's where it's due.
Yeah, you right. I do that too. Hey, I call a spade a spade.
Yeah, she put in work on him, but Kendo's just that girl, so she couldn't do nothing about it.
Yeah. Hey Ponzo, I'm putting in the Discord.
Okay.
Doc said Hagakure beat up an anime fan. Big feet.
Yeah,
Oh my god. You're an anime fan. I mean, it is a big feat. Them niggas got swords and shit.
You funny. Yo, that's so funny.
Okay.
And based on what I'm seeing in the chapter, the 3 people who climbed on Gigantamakia's back are Oyama, Shoji, and Ojiro. So they all got knocked off at some point.
Climbed on. Climb on.
No, they're actually up there. Like if you look at
it's not like Sato.
12, you can actually see like Shoji and Ojiro are literally up on their back.
Well, I mean, it's various ways to fall off that motherfucker back.
Yeah.
Given everything, cause shit.
Wait a minute, is Kamui? I think Kamui's knocked out, right?
Yeah, like she
essentially
he's up.
Good, because I was like, there ain't no reason. I refuse to believe this nigga is still holding on for dear life. No, he's unconscious. Good.
This guy get just blasted with carbonizing flames, bro. I don't know. Sometimes I don't understand how they can put the fire blue. I don't understand what the implication that the flames have. You know.
Most of the time, so
you mean them being blue?
Yeah,
they're still hotter. But the thing is that just because they're hotter doesn't mean they automatically carbonize you right away. Like let's say it took something like an hour and like red flame or whatever, then like the blue spectrum might take 10 minutes. Like it still takes time. It's just
I understand, but the how fast can you know? I'm still sorry. I was studying science in my high school, so we used the Bunsen burner a lot. Bunsen burner a lot. Just putting your hands on it for literally 1 minute, you could have an hole in your hand, man.
Yeah, but that's like staying under the continuous flame. He was in the flame for like 3 seconds.
Yeah, he blasted. He just blasted. He doesn't actually like the flames don't maintain for some reason, but they don't.
Well, in this case, it would be because they're like flinging through the air, getting smothered out. Yeah.
All right.
Because if you think about it, a lot of other people that he has lit on fire have just been forced to immediately stop, drop, and roll.
Yeah, they turn to ash. They turn to ash literally.
I see when they got off. Essentially, well, where was soon they got off at?
Yeah, because whatchamacallit, with that fucking him getting blasted like that, I feel because I remember a lot of people were starting when that obligatory Dobby slander, because like you couldn't even knock it get rid of a nigga who was made of wood.
Hey, we talked about physics on this. Wood does not immediately burn. That's why there's not a flash fire every single time you go camping. Like it still has like water in it. It still takes a little while to like, burn all the way through. That's why logs don't just instantly like catch fire and turn.
No. They told me Kamu Woods is getting washed by Todoroki, you know what I'm saying? And like he got ice out or something like that. They told me he gonna instantly catch on fire and he gonna be done in 2 seconds.
What?
They said Kamu Woods is getting washed by Todoroki. They said that's an easy wash. They said no matter, he ain't gonna go post ultra. He said he's gonna pass out and get burnt instantaneously. That's what I was told. You know what I'm saying?
C'est quoi tu parles? Mon téléphone, j'ai YouTube, comme ça il y a des vues.
I know it.
Sorry.
That's what I was told.
See, I think that's somebody's echo coming through.
Sorry. Okay.
Definitely an echo coming through.
Do you have still the echo or not?
No, that wasn't me. Not the echo.
Yeah.
Wow.
Also, the fact that Aoyama was actually a frontliner for this is kind of some serious progress on his part, going from the guy that was hiding in the bush to a frontliner.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, that might be me. That might be me, Deco. Sorry.
Good.
So is there anything else we're talking about? You already had this jump section.
I mean,
I'm just playing. I haven't read anything yet.
Only thing I've read is fucking JJK.
I haven't read anything, and I cannot wait. JJ, waiting.
I read everything. I read like JJK, Black Clover, Chainsaw Man. It was a sad chapter.
Wait. I haven't read Chainsaw Man yet.
Yeah. Relax. All I heard was Chainsaw Man had chapter of the week. That's all I heard.
Yep.
I don't read Chainsaw Man.
I'm just pulling it up now. I'm reading it.
I don't read Chainsaw Man, but what happened in Black Clover? I heard mixed things about that before it came out. How about after?
No. Black Clover, the chapter was well done. Really well done. The choreography was top tier, as always.
Because what I know people did, because what I remember people didn't like about it was the fact that now, because the argument has always been that like Asta doesn't have magic. He only uses his like anti-magic with his sword. Now he can use whatever the fuck he wants. What's the explanation for that?
What the hell are people talking about?
Like because he used it with Yami's sword. So what's the explanation there? How'd that work?
Okay, what just happened? Because I don't know. Can I just tell it? Because I don't want to spoil people.
I don't read that shit. Yeah, no. Do y'all care?
No. So what just happened right now in the last chapter? So you got Asta who made a contract with the devil, with his devil, and he gave his arm to him. So his arm. He just get a boost, a little bit of boost of anti-magic that he could use. But in the chapter, it said that it will just like he doesn't have the control about he doesn't control his power yet, so he could use only his power for 50 minutes, like for 50 seconds of his power for 50 seconds. We just had the fight, just the fight between the bandman and just the villain and Asta and Yami. They were fighting this guy, and they were fighting and for 50 seconds we just had the fight, and Asta tried to pull every sword that he had, and he just used I forgot his name, Yami's sword to just to attack the villain. It's just what happened right now. It's just what happened. I don't know what people just try to scream about magic and everything. Nothing happened.
No. He's not saying he has magic now. It's the fact that he can now use anti-magic outside of the sword. That's all I was saying.
No. By making a contract with the devil, they never said that he could use his anti-magic power with his hands. But what he said, it's just that he just get like a boost in power for 50 seconds. I don't know what it means, if he can use it with his hands or not, but he was just using swords after swords after swords. So he didn't punch the guy. I was asking myself if he would punch the guy, but he never punched. He just used his sword. So yes. It's just people, when they see leaks, they just draw conclusions, and they don't try to understand how the whole thing, all the background about history of what drives a devil, devil contracts, how it is, history talks about it, and Tabata, sometimes he gets smart and he uses it well, and this time he used it really well. The devotee that asks you if you want to make a contract at the last seconds, when you are in the most despair. That is typical the devil thing to do, So yeah, it was really well set, I will say.
I just read it. It was all right. It was solid.
Yeah, it was solid.
Like.
Okay, we don't need to hear no more. We good.
Yeah, JJ, you spitting. You're not wrong, JJ.
What he said, but we good.
What did he say?
That Chainsaw Man's got better contracts than devils.
Yes, that's true. I never said that. That I didn't never compare those, but I just said that that it was well done in Black Clover. For Black Clover itself, it was well done.
Also, Chainsaw Man really might be the best chapter that came out this week.
Yeah.
Did you already read JJK?
Yes, it was better than JJK.
I haven't read Chainsaw. I'm not caught up on Chainsaw Man, so I don't know what the fuck going on.
Yeah, but the best chapter was Chainsaw Man this week. So yeah.
Future, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just realized this is my first week without Haikyuu, so now I'm upset.
Oh.
You know who's not upset? This guy. No, okay. Wait, BG, don't you read God of High School? Man. Who reads God of High School?
I watch it.
Well, I got pretty far. Like I read until after the war.
Yeah, I read.
What are you talking about?
I read Tower of God.
Which high school?
No, God of High School.
I read the webtoon. Yeah, I'm reading it.
I'm good. I'm at 456 right now.
Whoa! Some glitching is happening right now, bro.
I started reading it like when. Oh, sorry, I'm at 465. 466.
460. Oh, damn, man.
Yeah.
So if I remember right, you read Ragnarok, if I remember.
Yes, I finished Ragnarok already.
Oh man, that was so fucked up, Ragnarok, man.
Yo, Mira fans was starving for a while. Okay. So like the thing that I love about God of High School and like hate about it is that sometimes you will just be starving for your character.
Yeah.
He took the actual MC, like he took Jin Mori out of the story for like 100 chapters, basically.
Yeah, I heard Rex and Martha.
But like we still had like the other protagonists, like Han and Mira, but like he literally took Jin Mori out of the story for a while, and that in of itself was nutty. Like it's weird because like Jin Mori himself, I'm still not like a mega invested in him. Like he's probably like maybe number 6. But the characters built off of Jin Mori, like Mori Hugh.
Yeah.
And Mori
V.
Hori Mung or Jung.
Mm-hmm.
The Mori Jung. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like those two were especially good and like having like that 3 like those characters play off each other, like how Huey still isn't forgotten. No.
Yeah, no, fucking like I'm only watching the anime right now, and person I like the most is Daiwi.
Of course, everybody love Daiwi because that's my nigga.
Daiwi is still my favorite.
Daiwi is the guy, man.
Daiwi, bro. Okay, first off, like the one thing about Ragnarok that's like extra funny is that it's low key just a giant training arc.
But like the training arc that you never know that you would need, you know.
But like the results of that training, bro. Nah, bro. Y'all gotta read that. I started preach yourself.
You know, because
I'm waiting until the anime is over.
I stopped reading like God of High School some years ago at like after the first season, I think so. In the second season, I don't want to spoil for our BG boy, but man, when I restarted past year to read God of High School, when I was reading to Ragnarok, I wasn't understanding anything. I was just getting blowing up my mind, where it just blew away chapter by chapter. You know, I was like.
Okay, so it was weird too because like I went into God of High School expecting it to have a worse plot than it did, because I remember people were like, well, the plot's like, I kept seeing people on like Andy Twitter be like, oh, the plot, and I'm like, the fuck are you guys talking about? Because some of these character arcs are nutty. Like some of the character arcs actually take like thought. Like you need to think about like what they're
yes, that's true.
And then like the conclusion of Ragnarok, like the character twist,
nigga,
like
it don't take that long,
bro. It was wild.
Oh,
people downplay like God.
Don't play a lot, yeah. Don't
get
play
me
a
wrong.
lot.
Well, now, but since you've gotten on Tower of God and God of High School, you're gonna read Noblesse next, since that's the next anime.
Oh, Noblesse is so beautiful.
It'll just come down to how I feel. Like I didn't feel like I watched Tower of God, and I feel almost no drive to read it.
Ooh. Oh no, I disagree with that. Like I understand when you say that, but you should definitely read it because the anime did not do it justice.
No, yes, that's true. The anime, I was hating the anime so hard, man. Oh, bro.
Okay. I wasn't hating on it, but it wasn't good.
So like the thing is, like it's funny because like okay, people were complaining about Mori's triple kick in the anime.
Yes, it was too beautiful in the webtoon, bro. Sorry.
No. I actually like the way it was done in the anime because what it comes down to is using your mediums the way they function. And so like us getting a triple still like flash of like that, like the 3 kicks in the webtoon is because they want to show us it's really fast. In anime, you show things are really fast by them just fucking doing them really fast.
But it's more about the technique. The kick is more about 3 kick, almost symmetry in the same time at 3 different places.
But
I don't know what you're referring to. I don't know what you're referring to, but from how Anaki's describing it, I kind of agree with him because while that's true, I think they do that to showcase the speed. To get the speed within a webtoon format, but you can showcase the speed very effectively by just showing you the shit real fast.
But what the counter to that argument is, they literally did it properly the second time. The first time, people were complaining about the triple kick, but the second time they did the triple kick, it was like just like the webtoon and the anime format, and it flowed perfectly. It had the triple side with the 3 colors. But the first time, it didn't have that.
What you're talking about? I don't understand what you're talking about. Because
the triple kick. They were talking about how it was portrayed in the webtoon was not the same as the anime, but he was talking about I'm trying to figure out the right way to say it.
So here's my thing, right? Is that because of how in the next fight that Jen has anyway, they go into the physics of the triple kick. To me, it didn't really matter because like they literally explain that it's not 3 kicks at the same time and like how you're supposed to counter the technique and all kind of stuff. So
yes,
it's like for what is coming in the explanation, it just ends up making sense to just go ahead and just draw it as like 3 kicks.
Pew, 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 ping.
But yeah, I might read Solo Leveling.
I
do keep hearing good things about it.
That gas pack, man. It's just straight gas. That's it. It's straight gas.
It is pure. That is pure hype, really. The plot is not that.
That's why I'm probably never gonna read it.
No. It gets like the first season just put the seeds in the ground, for the plot. The plot is really it's like a God of High School for the beginning of God of High School. You get like the things, the little things that are happening in the story that you don't understand why. It drives around mystery the first season, and the whole thing is a hype story about the growth of the main character. But the season 2, I just read yesterday the 2 chapters of season 2. The plot thickens, man. The plot thickens. So
fast, very fast.
Very fast. So I'm really happy right now because it delivers what I was asking for it. Because I was telling to people, I have one problem with this series, that the plot has good ideas and I see the seeds, but I want to see the seeds sprout right now in season 2. If it just don't happen, I will drop the series because it's just like it's just not like I will not like put it just like reading a story just because it is cool to read it, but sometimes you want some meat in your plate. So yeah, the story is right now is going to the right direction. So I will give you as a fan myself of Solo Leveling. Read it when you are alone in your room, nobody, some music, some Ichigo music like number 1 for the first. It just passed so well with Jinwoo. You will have some fun.
I feel like for me, I honestly with Tower of God, it gets a pass. No, Tower of God, got a high school pass for me because I like martial arts, so it works there for me. But I don't think I'd be able to just get off the idea of just hype for me to like something.
Just read Solo Leveling and you will understand what it is.
Yeah, and it take I listen. I'm the type of there's like two types of people that read manga.
Yeah.
There's that's true. I guess you can say like there's three types. There's MC merchants, people who love nothing but the overpowered MC, nothing else. People love the sidecast, and there's people that like both combined. I'm the type of person that I go for the sidecast before the MC. I care more about the sidecast because the sidecast always falls in every major shonen essentially compared to the MC. They get lackluster. That's from previous titles. The MC is always the OP, and he gets all the shit, and everybody falls to the wayside. I'm like, why would you set them up or make them look interesting if you're just gonna throw them to the wayside later on? But with this, it's just straight like gas. They set it up. He works for his shit. By the time the hype really starts up, I'm like, he kind of earned this shit, and he be like kind of struggling, but when he pulled through, man, and he just get more and more. That nigga just gas. That's it. It's just fucking gas, dog. You just got it.
Yeah, like you said, the evolution of the main character is really a beautiful thing to see because if you read some comics or if you see comic movies, you get some people who look like who does have this kind of evolution also. So it is beautiful to see this in manga as the Asian treatment for this, like mangas or manhwa in Korean, they get the same kind of treatment in their house is always fun for me because sometimes, most of the time they do things better in my eyes. So yeah.
Well, we've been off topic for quite a while now, so
I think that's true.
It is true, but the one thing that I will say is that because we were talking about whether or not, like plot, like got a high school plot, like I said, the characters actually do have real plots, and there's like
yes, that's true. That's true.
And it is very much like I do expect it to be like the new DBZ. Like it'll be a good advent for manhwa and like webtoons to really start getting more attention.
You know what's funny about that? I think that would be the case, but I'm still not seeing it because let's do it like this. Got to high school, just like Tower God, when it first started, it was like everybody on the timeline talked about it.
Yeah,
we're about 4 or 5 episodes in now.
Okay, but this particular
it's like dropped.
Yeah, you guys
this particular episode that came out this week was more plot centric, and so it wasn't one that people could just be like, oh shit, look at this raw hands on the TL, like let's go. Like it wasn't one of them episodes. So
that's crazy because it's probably the best episode they've done so far, in my opinion.
What?
In terms of the narrative, I was loving that episode.
Yeah, no, like that episode was great.
Niggas on the TL don't care about narrative.
Yeah, I will tell you something. What's my problem with that episode is just like when you know that they are trying to put 112 chapters in 13 episodes, it pains you every time when you see that in the same when things felt really rushed for me in my eyes. It was a good narratively, okay, it was a good episode, no problem with it, but it just felt super rushed.
Oh yeah, no, better get used to it. That's webtoon for you.
Bro, man. Even Tower of God. That was like all the subtleties of Tower of God were gone.
You guys keep cutting each other off. Like,
oh, sorry.
That's why I told Aniki to still read Tower of God.
Okay.
You're not gonna vibe if you don't. You probably won't vibe. You're not one of those easily impressed ass niggas. You'll vibe with it if you read it though.
Because really the subtlety of the Tell God really the subtlety of the story were out of the anime. The tiny things that make the story.
Doesn't Tower of God have the Goku problem?
Yes.
Goku.
Yes.
Yes,
it does. Yes, it does.
What Goku? What do you mean by that?
The Goku problem where only Goku gets to beat villains at the end of the day, like once.
Essentially, yes. Essentially, yes.
That sounds more like that's not a Goku problem. That's a Luffy problem.
Well, yeah, it's a Luffy.
Yeah, because Goku didn't even always beat the villains. I'm fine with that.
I mean, look at what happened with Moro though, like in Super lately, and
well, that's the thing. That's
Frieza when he resurrected.
I ain't talking about modern Dragon Ball. Modern Dragon Ball ass.
Let me think about this.
But that's what we're talking about. The Goku problem.
The main character just beat the main villains.
This is the problem with Tyra.
I don't think so. I don't think so because it in the story it is explained really well why the main character can evolve really rapidly, but in a really well done way. Because Bam is a irregular and you learn he's also a special irregular, you know. So he's meant to be OP, but sometimes he fails too. He fails to his own responsibilities.
This is where Tower God was good. It was great until it hit the last station, which is the last arc of the fucking season 2, and then that first arc of season 3 was not it. That dog nigga arc was not it. I don't care what anybody say. That shit was not it whatsoever. And then after that, it started lately. It was actually starting to get more interesting. But for the new readers, Tower God, they weren't like the older readers, because I'm like a second generation, and then there's like first generation that we way back when. I started before it got popular off the TL. I was reading it prior to that. So a lot of these new people don't know is that there are blog posts with every chapter that he releases, which is basically comments on the chapter itself, giving you tidbits and info. It's not like an Arthur's comment of the week. It's literally just about like that chapter specifically. So during the last station, he was telling us there's a power system. They climb up, you get the title of a ranker, and there's high rankers, and there's just that and other. They said a regular can't be the ranker. Okay, it's supposed like that. Okay, Bam's an irregular, so he's special, he's different. But you said later on, he can't do this certain feat. Then you change your mind the next chapter, have him do a certain feat. You said outside the story he couldn't do himself, that we were under the impression he couldn't do. You reconfirm that, then you change yourself the next chapter is like, but you know what? Well, it's different. He's kind of different. Okay. Then you start saving him left and right, and it's an excuse for everyone's turn. And then he has a bunch of powers that aren't explained, but he's getting new powers to counter new shit. So it's like, all right, how about you work on what he just had instead of just throwing new shit out there left and right? Because now the nigga just do anything.
I haven't gotten to that part yet. No.
Okay, but it's like it's like the escalation. Okay, he irregular. You can use that excuse all you want. That don't mean that I should have to suffer for my characters that I like.
I mean, I think for me, I never had that issue because regardless of the fact that they don't beat mains, they still get fights. No, they still got a lot of moments. I don't need them to beat mains.
What does NO mean?
The thing that I like about that's the thing about God High School.
Yeah,
is that they like when the main character got to a point.
He's still at the store. If they were on the way, I would have said.
Wait, what?
What? He's talking to somebody.
East, you're yelling at somebody on stream.
God damn.
All right. Now that we've done here, treat his hoes that way.
Good God.
The main character literally gets benched for a while the other two get stronger. Mm-hmm. So it was like, no, like I'll sooner sacrifice my main character and like not let him get into any real fights so that the other two can scale up before I just like let the main character be way ahead of everybody. So,
yeah, like essentially like take MHA. Let's say Horikoshi, this is the first part, right? And then we got part 2 coming up. Essentially, Horikoshi had a balanced cast. Everybody mattered. Everybody had their own plot lines, their own plot threads. Now, essentially, that's all part 1 was set up, right? Now let's skip to part 2. We get our time skip. Nobody does shit except Deku. It's all the Deku seats. Everybody in the wayside. Nobody can keep up with. Deku just knocking out high ends. Deku knocking out anybody that's in the way. Everybody else to the wayside, fighting some fodder. If they even lucky to get that. That's the issue. And then it's like, and then he's getting new shit left and right. That's the issue with like Tiger. I was like, okay, you could be him having BOP or whatever, but nigga, we came up from the ground. And you had season 1 was phenomenal. All these characters you fall in love with. First part, season 2 was great. You still got characters you fall in love with. But now it's just the Bam show. I'm like, what about the characters I care about? Why would you set them up if you knew you just gonna have this nigga just be this strong and nobody else mattered.
The only thing I'll say about that from where I'm at is I feel like they've like lessened Kuhn's intelligence. That's one thing I will say that I don't like. But other than that, I haven't had this problem because like everybody else still has like their fights and shit.
And what arc are you at currently?
I'm at what's the one after Floor of Death where they go to that other they go to that.
Oh, you're on Data Flores. You should believe.
Yeah, I don't like that Floor. Not gonna lie. I'm
at
the part.
You're far behind, man. You're far behind.
I'm at the part where they're about to, where he's like met Kuhn's like the data of Kuhn's dad.
Yeah,
and he's like told the data of Jihad that in about a month he'll be able to be.
Yeah, basically it don't get like real good until basically that part.
Yeah, because Data 4 had me fighting for my life. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's like one of Flores. And then the arc after that, you'll see the problem I mean, in like the issue in that next arc coming up, like the dog nigga arc. It was like, and then plus they sacrifice. I won't say who, but they sacrifice a couple characters, like a couple evil characters or antagonists. They sacrifice who they are in order to work with, like to go alongside Bam. And it's like.
You don't. It's like nigga, you just spoiled me. I know exactly what you're talking about.
No. It's people you don't know yet. It's like some people I'm talking about, but it's other characters. Like, what are you doing? This is not okay. And it's like you could write a reasonable way for somebody to like have a common goal interest, but like this is not the way. Like niggas is fickle. Like, huh? Like, wasn't we just at each other's heads and like I understand you got a common goal, you come together. But like the way this shit is written, it's like, nah, dog. It's literally just not.
You don't believe it?
Yeah, at all.
Yeah. Okay. So you're saying it's got suspension of disbelief issues?
Yeah, that's like one of the other issues. It's just like it's not what it used to be. That's all I can pretty much say. I mean, right now the current arc is interesting. I was really interested. Like besides the stuff with Ban, because every time Ban does something, I just expect it just to go his way essentially. But as far as everybody else is concerned, the other matchups and stuff that was going on, and the story was like really interesting. They left off like kind of a big ass hype moment. Yep. But now he's like on hiatus right now. So I'm like,
yeah, he just joined Togashi on his island.
I'm still loving the fact that you and everybody else have been calling that arc that nobody likes the dog nigga arc. Everybody's been calling
that's what the fuck it is.
Yes, the dog nigga arc.
It's just the dog nigga arc, bro. That's cool. Shout out to him and Vince and Simi. It's literally the dog nigga arc.
Yep.
All right. So
hilarious.
I feel like I'm gonna wrap this up because we spent like 20 minutes on webtoons and I think we're done with the MHA chapter.
Yep.
So outside of like Momo, who like we get to see be a leader, I feel like we can just do some final thoughts real quick. So let's go with Ponzu, final thoughts on the chapter.
Final thoughts. Thanks to you guys and rereading, I have like a more positive view on the chapter. It was more subtle because I think I read it too fast. That's why I came with an unblind opinion. But yeah, a nice chapter. We are hoping that next chapter will be something great because it has the potential to be great. So yeah, hoping that for better next time. So yeah, thank you for having me, guys, and till next week.
If there is a next week, nigga.
There is a next week. We get a color page next week.
No, yeah. I know we're getting a chapter next week, but it's on Monday.
Yep.
Yeah. This nigga, he trying to be funny.
I mean,
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
I'm talking about with Anarchy, because how is he gonna be able to do it?
Yeah, because I'm not gonna work.
Exactly.
I'm gonna be busy.
You might have to read those scans, nigga.
No, we never switching to scans. Never switching to midlations. We don't do that.
Yeah.
Especially because like every time I play, I watched one of Dustin's reactions with the fanlation, and the fanlation was just so like, it was so like character wise like lacking. Like it removed a lot of personality from the characters. So
no, for sure. That's why I read both.
As a translator myself, it is you see the difference between a lazy translator and a translator who's like working for it, because I'm the kind of translator who try to put the, like you said, the character personality, the if they speak like hood languages, like really like street language, I try to represent this in my translation to show that
yo, fool.
yeah, but it is it's sometimes you just get the guy who just like translate like directly from hood to the street language to regular language, so you lose all these all these details in the translations, and it's really disappointing sometimes. So I understand what you mean.
BG, final thoughts on the chapter.
Well, first, one of the other weeks I didn't really read the spoilers, so it was fun. But it's like, it was all right. It was an all right chapter. I liked it. It was like, I feel like, but this feels more like setup. So I'm not gonna be too hard on it. But because he had some good character moments too, and good shots. So it'll be fun. It'll be more fun next week, I'm sure.
All right. East.
Yeah, I already know what time it is, man. 10 out of 10 every fucking week. I don't care what anybody got to say. My goat running this damn shit. My goat is running this show, nigga. Every time, every Sunday, every Monday, every Tuesday, every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then we come back around on Sunday, nigga. That's 7 days a week running the motherfucking show,
Dick
nigga.
sucker.
You damn right, nigga.
Whoa.
Hey, Fonzu, and let me tell you something. That shit fat too. Gobble, gobble, nigga.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah, I said it, nigga. Whip my chest out, nigga. Whip my chest out, nigga. Whip my chest out. Who gonna check me? Who gonna check me? Who gonna check me? I said it on stream, nigga. You gonna check me?
Shit.
That screen cord, that nigga. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I said.
How does your chat react to that?
Somebody said talk to him, so I'm thinking that's they okay with East admitting that he's pulling a Makia and having them balls on his chin.
Yes, sir. I don't get no fuck. I said on my chest out. But nah, man, that you already know my go out here showing out. Once again, I'm gonna get another W, next week. It's so predictable. I told y'all niggas about the female cast and sitting here complaining and running your mouths all this time, but here we are. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all niggas the war arc was time to show out, and I'll be taking that W. Check on that. Praise be Horikoshi. Appreciate y'all coming through.
Oh yeah, no. Female cast was always gonna get shine. Niggas just impatient.
Niggas also just can't read because half of it is just them not paying attention to development. But we ain't gonna get into that.
They want hands. They want hands. Shit, guess what? It's there. They want characters. They got characters with depth. Guess what? It's there. They want to suck his dick. Guess what? It's there. I told you, nigga.
Talk to these niggas. All right. Thank y'all for coming through. Had a wonderful time.
Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Much appreciated.
Wrapping everything up. Thank y'all for coming through.
Yeah, you're welcome, man. Right. Thank you for
inviting me. It was a pleasure.
It was a pleasure.
All right.
That's it.